I'm going to show you my very easy butternut squash curried soup. It's my go-to soup. Hi, I'm Elizabeth. Today I would like to share with you my butternut squash curried soup. It's got lentils and carrots in it, and it's a very big hit with non-vegans, so it's what I always cook when some of the family come round who aren't vegan, and they absolutely love it. So let's begin. So I'll just quickly show you the ingredients before we start. Some butternut squash, it's actually not all of that, it'll be about half of that. 1 or 2 carrots, some garlic, some red lentils. These are split lentils, so they take a bit quicker to cook. And we have a tin of chickpeas, some coconut milk, we have some stock. So I've got cumin, turmeric, paprika, and just some normal different curry powders in there, and a bit of salt and pepper. So the first thing I'm going to do is to get a cup of lentils, and you can put that straight in the pan. I don't normally wash mine, but obviously it depends, you can wash it. So sometimes it's quite white and foamy, so you can give it a rinse through. So we've just added some water to the lentils, and you just want to let that boil up. Whilst that's cooking, just give it a stir to start with so the lentils don't stick to the bottom, which they like to do. And the next thing is to cut some butternut squash. So I'm just peeling the butternut squash, so you can peel it and take the seeds and a little bit out from the middle. So I've got about 400 grams here, so it's kind of like a good chunk of butternut squash. And then we're just going to cut it up into nice and small squares so it cooks fairly quickly. Let's peel the carrot whilst I'm here. So you can just cut the squash up into small squares. The butternut squash, actually, when it cooks, it just kind of disintegrates, so obviously the smaller you cut it, the quicker it's going to cook. So the lentils have been cooking for about 5 minutes now. They've boiled up and we just turned them down to a simmer. We're now going to add the butternut squash. We're also going to add some garlic, and I've got a garlic crusher here. Obviously you can cut it, but it definitely makes it more garlicky with the crusher. And I'm going to use 2. If you don't want it so garlicky, you can just put 1 piece of garlic in. So in there you've got red lentils, butternut squash, and the crushed garlic. I'm now going to add all my curry flavours, the cumin, the turmeric, the paprika, and add all that in. And also a couple pinches of salt and a little bit of pepper. Now I'm going to turn it up a little bit so it boils up again. I'm also going to add a vegetable stock just to give it a bit extra. Normally just crumble that up, and we're going to cover it and leave it on a simmer whilst I grate the carrot. And we can add the grated carrot now. I just did 1 carrot, so 1 grated carrot that goes in, and give it a little mix, and again continue to simmer. Looks quite thick now. So butternut squash is pretty soft now, but I'm just going to give them, whilst it's still on the hob, just a little mash. If you want, you could put the soup in the blender. However, I prefer it a little bit chunky, so I'm not going to make it in the blender. I'm just going to mash it down so it just becomes really thick, as you can see. So it's still slowly boiling, the carrots are softening up. Looks really good. So now I'm going to put in a can of coconut milk. You just want to put this in then when the actual soup is ready, because this is just going to really heat up. And a tin of chickpeas. And now with the coconut milk, you're going to have a little bit thinner consistency. If you do want it a little thinner, then just obviously add a little bit more water. And you can just simmer this for about another 5 minutes. And then we're almost ready to go. Look at that. Delicious curried coconut soup. And we're going to put a little bit of olive oil. And voila. It's my go-to soup. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed cooking with me and hopefully learning something new. Make sure you subscribe and click on the like button, and hope to see you soon. Need a proper knife. Oops. I could do a big video of the fail out.